All right, guys. Big business tomorrow night, UFC 302 in Newark, New Jersey, as Islam Makhachev, the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, looks to defend the UFC lightweight 155-pound title against Dustin the Diamond Poirier in what could be and what looks to be his last fight ever if he loses. I'm going to start getting into my predictions for the fight, some of my favorite bets, and some things like that. I hope to do this going forward. So thanks, guys, for watching. And here are my picks for the fight. As much as I'd love to see Dustin Poirier win this fight, I just don't think it's in the cards. Islam is, I think, rightfully so, the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. He has almost no weaknesses. He's strong. He's got amazing cardio. He's got amazing wrestling. He's got good submissions. He's a very, very, very underrated striker. I think a much better striker than Khabib was. So I don't know how Dustin Poirier is going to beat him. I think the one and only way he's going to beat him is by knockout. I think it's going to have to come pretty early, either in the first, second, or third round. If this fight gets into the later rounds, I think it's already over. While I'd be impressed if Dustin Poirier could get this fight to the later rounds, I don't think he'll have enough juice left in the tank to do that. If it gets to a decision, it probably means that Islam has probably just been wrestle fucking him the entire fight. So, with that being said, how would I bet this fight? First, from the Islam point of view, I would try and throw a dart for him to win this fight by submission in round two or round three, which comes in at plus 600 and plus 900 respectively. I really, really like these lines. It seems to be kind of the path that Islam usually takes in his fights. He kind of feels you out, wears you down a little bit round one, and then he goes for the kill in round two. And if he doesn't get it, he usually finishes about by round three. I just think he's going to be way too big for Poirier. I think he's going to wear down Poirier fairly quickly. I think Poirier, in the first round, I don't think he'll do it that quickly, but I really, really love these odds. To get a minus 750 favorite at plus 600 and plus 900, I just think is unbelievable. Obviously, it's far from a sure thing, but I really, really like these. If you were looking to bet Dustin Poirier, I would also bet him to win rounds two or rounds three, specifically by KO. Do not bet him straight up. You're giving away a lot of juice. Bet it by KO, rounds two or round three. It comes in at plus 2,500 or at plus 4,000. I don't think he'll do it as early as the first round. And if it goes to rounds 4 or 5, like I said, he won't have enough juice in the tank. So I think 2 or 3 is a sweet spot. It's obviously it's a huge risk. It probably won't happen. He's a big underdog. But if you want to root for him, this is by far the best way to do it, with the most juice, with the best odds. The co-main event is probably my favorite fight on the card, even more than the title fight. Paulo Costa against Sean Strickland in a 5-round co-main event fight. I have no idea why Costa agreed to 5 rounds. Not only is he fighting for free, this is a terrible matchup cardio-wise for him. Strickland has much better cardio. Strickland has fought in 6 5-round fights. He's 4-2 in those fights. But even the 2 losses to Cannonier, you can argue he won. And you can also argue that he won the fight against Duplessis, which was a split decision loss. So he's arguably 6-0, really, in 5-round fights. It's right in his wheelhouse. Costa is 0-1 in 5-round fights. He lost to Vittori. Other than that, he has no 5-round experience. So I really, really like Strickland in this fight. I like him specifically to win by KO in rounds 4, rounds 5. It's plus 1,500 or plus 2,000. Great, great odds. I think, they'll kind of get into a firefight in the first 3 rounds. Costa will be dead tired going to the 4th round. Strickland, obviously, one of his biggest traits is his cardio. And I think he will have a very good chance at finishing him. Not a KO. I don't think he's going to, knock his lights out. But I think he has a very, very good chance at finishing him via TKO, just kind of a flurry of punches. So I really, really like those 2 bets. With that being said, that is my preview for UFC 302. I don't really like a ton of other bets throughout the card. If you're looking to play other things earlier in the prelims, I think Jonathan Almeida by sub is a decent pick. Maybe Kevin Holland by KO. But I really, really can't pick anything with certainty. I don't want to give out picks that I don't really like. So those are the bets that I like on the card. I think Islam wins this fight by sub in round 2 or in rounds 2 or 3. That's my official prediction. And I think Sean Strickland wins by KO, TKO, specifically in rounds 4 or 5. That is my official preview for UFC 302. Thanks, guys, for watching. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.